I found teacher Calvin really friendly and approachable.
Answer all my questions in a really warm manner.
Very passionate about physics, and in the way he teaches us.
Mr. Kong has a way of making physics turn from dry and boring to really interesting.
I feel very engaged during his lesson.
He focuses a lot more on the development of students.
I started out as a full-time teacher in MOE. There was 1 year I was assigned an average class whereby they are projected to get a D4 for pure physics. So through hard work from the students, myself, and we managed to get an average of A2. This great jump of B4 to A2 was actually recorded as one of the highest in the country. So I'm very proud of them, and it's also one of the most memorable and proudest moments for myself.
He can summarize points very effectively.
Mr. Kong is able to take the time to help me understand the parts that I'm having trouble with and repeat it as many times as I need, from one-to-one consultations during our lessons.
He does organize his notes and materials very well.
The physics worksheets that he prepares are actually quite well made, so it's not really that boring to do.
When the students observe the way I arrange the content in the study materials, they will pick up learning skills as well, which will be useful for their education journey in the future. As a closure for every chapter, I will administer a quiz in which I will then mark the students' work. Now this is a very important step, as it's the only way I can check the students' understanding and see how much they have learned.
Really memorable parts of lessons are when Mr. Kong gives us demonstrations.
If you are learning about magnetism, he will actually take out magnets and show us in real life how things work.
So there was one time we were learning about light, and he switched off all the lights in the classroom and he took a laser beam and shone it across, and yeah, we could actually see how far the beam was able to go. So yeah, that was a really interesting lesson.
I will always take a customized approach because every student is unique. I will sit down with them and find out how they need me to help them. We will come up with a personal plan, and I will show them the wide range of materials that I can offer to them.
My grades before tuition were mostly fails. After joining Mr. Kong, I still had almost the whole Sec 3 syllabus to catch up with, but my final grade for prelim was a B3. It was at least in the top half of the class, so that's a huge improvement for me from bottom 5.
Okay, I've never known that I could be this good at physics if not for Mr. Kong, because I never really understood what was going on from just learning in school. He's really opened up physics to me, and everything just became so much clearer after I joined his lesson.
A very experienced principal once told me, creating an engaging lesson is different from creating an effective lesson. The greatest challenge is always to put them together. Now when my former students come to me telling me they love my classes and at the same time achieve excellent results, I then know that I have actually done it.
I'm very thankful for Mr. Kong for all that he's done for me, from how much I've learned from him, both in physics, in critical thinking, and overall just being a great friend on top of being a very good teacher.
For even answering my questions outside of class and taking time to stay back, as well as answer them on WhatsApp too. So I think he's a very dedicated teacher.
I'd just like to say thank you very much, Mr. Kong, for giving me advice on everything, including study techniques and physics. Also for being a very good tutor and a great friend as well. I really hope that I can do you proud with my grades, so thank you, Mr. Kong.